מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבר אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב how good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shever achim gam yachad. How good it is. How sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum.
Wow, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Sisterhood Shabbat. What a beautiful and wonderful Shabbat it truly is. We are going to have some amazing music led by our beautiful Sisterhood Choir and Cantor Reinwald. And how awesome. So tonight we hope that you will all join along with us in singing and reading and praying and giving thanks for all of our wonderful, wonderful blessings. It's great. So I think we're gonna start with do we have Hine Matov as well? That was Shalom Aleichem. Okay, cool. Hine Matov u'ma na'im. Oh, that was at the very beginning. I was so into the music and I went right to the Shalom Aleichem. But really, what an awesome Shabbat to have a wonderful young woman becoming bat mitzvah. Leah, how you feeling? Good. All 4 butterflies are doing well. Okay, cool. We've named them all. We'll tell them what they are later. But you know, Leah, it's great to celebrate your becoming a bat mitzvah on this Shabbat because this Shabbat represents not only a wonderful time for you entering into becoming a young woman within our congregation, but how awesome to be sharing that with our sisterhood who have this incredible bond together. And some of these women have been together for decades and have started off on the Bima where you're going to be leading services tomorrow morning as Benot Mitzvah as well. Some of them became Benot Mitzvah at 13, some became Benot Mitzvah later on in life. But you get to be surrounded by this great sisterhood and love and compassion for you. And so on this evening, as you're going to be lighting our Shabbat candles and leading us in our Kiddush, we thought how wonderful for you to be surrounded with the women in your family. Not to say that Grandpa Barry and Dad Justin, and of course your wonderful little Benjamin right there, you guys are extremely important as well, because the men in our lives are also very important and create a great foundation as well. But we're going to invite Leah, if you will come forward with your sister Ava, with Grandma Nancy, and with Lauren. If you guys will all come on up here and join us, we're going to be turning to page 2 in our prayer books. Oh, Benjamin, we'll give you an exception. You get to come on up. Oi, gewalt to the face. Yes, whenever you want, kid. Oh. Hi. There we go. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, she never leaves, I promise. There you go. All right, Leah, here we go. We're gonna come right over here. Oh, are we okay? Cadence, you okay, kiddo? Okay, cool. All right. I'll light you guide. There you go. Beautiful. Awesome. So we get to join together with our candle lighting. Baruch atah
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
As Leah, we turn to page 5 in our prayer books, page 123 for you in your prayer book. And if you will please lead us in our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, ba'alachayim, uvratzon hinkilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehillah, lemikrae kodesh, zechei litziot Mitzrayim.
Kibanu v'charta, v'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodeshecha, v'ahava uvratzon, imhatanu. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Hey, Mazel Tov. Share with Grandma, with your sister. Yeah, with Lauren. Beautiful. There you go. Not grape juice. That's okay. No worries. Good. There you go. Go for it, Benjamin. There you go, kiddo. It's grape juice. It's all good. Perfect. And as women have stood here before, and as we are reminded of the blessings of our matriarchs, of Sarah and Rebecca, of Rachel and Leah, tonight, Leah, we are proud to have you stand here with us, being brightened by these Shabbat candles and the sweetness of this Shabbat Kiddush. May your life continue to be bright and sweet and joyful and filled with wonderful times and moments of Torah. Mazel Tov to you. Yeah. Mazel Tov. Nancy, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. It is my honor to call forward the president of our sisterhood, Brenda Beck, to come and to bring warm welcome and greeting. And as she's coming forward, those of you who are streaming into our Shabbat services tonight, we welcome you. We are so glad that you are able to join with us through streaming and really to have you a part of this wonderful Shabbat. So Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all here tonight for our annual Sisterhood Shabbat. I hope those of you who were able to join us for dinner had a nice time, and we're all looking forward to a meaningful and inspiring service, with readings especially written and selected for this service and the participation of our Sisterhood members. On behalf of Sisterhood, I want to congratulate Leah Fidel and her family on Leah's becoming a bat mitzvah tomorrow. Leah's grandmother, Nancy Fidel, is Sisterhood's executive vice president, and we are all looking forward to celebrating with all of them tomorrow. Before we proceed, I want to thank our Sisterhood Shabbat service co-chairs, Sunny Sandberg and Michelle Singleton. They have worked on the development of this service along with Rabbi Heidi Cohen, and on behalf of Sisterhood, we are so appreciative of your hard work and dedication. I'd also like to thank Cantor David Reinwald for his musical creativity in leading the Sisterhood Choir, and I want to thank all of our Sisterhood members who are lending their voices to tonight's service. I'd also like to thank Sarah Schweitz for her recruiting efforts to ensure that we have an amazing choir to accompany our service. And to all our Sisterhood members, thank you. Some of you are participating in the service, some of you are here in the sanctuary with us, but we are all joining together tonight, celebrating sisterhood. Our sisterhood is dedicated to providing women with a voice and a presence within our congregation. We strive to enrich Jewish living, establish lasting friendships, accomplish tikkun olam, and support the ideals of Reform Judaism. Through social interaction, leadership training, education, and actions, we enhance our communal life and spiritual growth. On January 21st, 1913, 156 delegates representing 52 congregational women's groups met in Cincinnati, Ohio, to organize the National Federation of Temple Sisterhoods, NFTS. Advocacy was a large part of NFTS's philosophy from its inception. The women were in the forefront of social action and change. In 1993, NFTS was officially renamed Women of Reform Judaism at the WRJ 38th Assembly in San Francisco. In 2013, WRJ celebrated its centennial anniversary, and WRJ continues to support its affiliates in North America and globally, pursue social justice, cultivate women's leadership. Many sisterhoods hold a Sisterhood Shabbat, and our sisterhood here at TBS has historically held our Sisterhood Shabbat close to the date of January 21st in recognition of the founding of NFTS. Our sisterhood is a member of the Women of Reform Judaism's Pacific District. The Pacific District is comprised of 13 states and 2 provinces in Canada. It is home to 57 sisterhoods and 7,500 women. 2 of our sisterhood members have served as president of WRJ's Pacific District, and I would like to recognize them. They are Beverly Singer and Fran Sherman. We are also fortunate to have joining us tonight as our special guest, Gail Spivak, who is the WRJ Pacific District Area Director assigned to our Temple Beth Sholom Sisterhood. So thank you, Gail, for being here tonight. So as we begin our Sisterhood Shabbat of 2019, on behalf of Temple Beth Sholom Sisterhood, I would like to thank you for joining us and participating in this service. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda, for all of your leadership with our sisterhood. Gail, it is great to have you here. And we have this great connection from last year with our consultation on conscience, which we're excited that the WRJ is going to be doing their own pre-consultation on conscience. So if you're interested in social justice work or a member of WRJ and would like to go to that, it will be absolutely wonderful in May, followed by the consultation. So Gail, thank you so very much. And of course, Fran and Beverly, thank you as well for being just those wonderful inspirations too of past presidents of our Pacific District. And we're grateful for each and every one of our women and leaders. So tonight throughout our service, we have this wonderful weaving together of voices and of readings and of prayer and thoughts and inspiration. So I'm going to be inviting up throughout the service groups of people to share in those readings. Hopefully everyone has picked up the booklet here for Not For Ourselves Alone, so that you can follow along with these readings and also take them home with you afterward. And also to be able to then, throughout the service, listening to the wonderful music of our choir and finding those moments of your own inspiration, your own moments of Shabbat. So allow us to begin with a beautiful reading of Alone. I'd like to invite forward Karen Jackman, Michelle Sugarman, and Donna Wolf, which will then be followed by a reading of Tikkun Olam with Vivian Shear. So if you all will come forward, please. And these readings are found in your booklets. So as we turn to the first page, you'll see Hine Matov, followed by Alone.
Lying, thinking last night how to find my soul a home where water's not thirsty and bread loaf not a stone. I came up with one thing, and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone. Nobody but nobody can make it out here alone.
There are some millionaires with money they can't use. Their wives run around like banshees. Their children sing the blues. They've got expensive doctors to cure their hearts of stone. But nobody, no, nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone. Nobody but nobody can make it out here alone.
Now if you listen closely, I'll tell you what I know. Storm clouds are gathering. The wind is gonna blow. The race of man is suffering. I can hear the moan, 'cause nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone. Nobody but nobody can make it out here alone.
If you see what needs to be repaired and how to repair it, then you have found a piece of the world that God has left for you to complete. But if you only see what is wrong and what is ugly in the world, then it is you yourself that needs repair.
We turn to page 20, Lechadodi.
When the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, wrote this song, Natural Woman, she hardly knew that this song right now would let us welcome the Queen of Shabbat into our sanctuary. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Ne'eka Bela. Shamo v'zachor v'diburecha, will hungry Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet ve'litfilah. Adonai echad, U'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet ve'litfilah. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם לסוכה סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה מראש מקדם לסוכה סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה Verse 5 התעוררי, התעוררי כי בירה אורך אורי 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 שדברי כבוד אדוני עלי אורי אורי שדברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה וחדודי
Please rise as we welcome Shabbat to come in and join us.
בואי ושלום הנשארת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה תוך אמוני סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה One more time, לחדודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
The Queen has entered. A reading for generations. It is my honor to call forward for our reading of meditation Bonnie, Shirley, and Sherry, Beverly and Sandy, Susie and Michelle, and Nancy, Ava, and Leah to please come forward for our reading meditation in our booklets.
Each of us enters this sanctuary with a different need. Some hearts are full of gratitude and joy. They are overflowing with the happiness of love and the joy of life. They are eager to confront the day, to make the world more fair. They are recovering from illness or have escaped misfortune, and we rejoice with them.
Some hearts ache with sorrow. Disappointments weigh heavily upon them, and they have tasted despair. Families have been broken. Loved ones lie on a bed of pain. Death has taken those whom they cherished.
May our presence and sympathy bring them comfort.
Some hearts are embittered.
They have sought answers in vain.
Ideals are mocked.
Life has lost its meaning and value.
May the knowledge that we too are searching
Restore their hope and give them courage
to believe that
not
all is emptiness.
Some spirits hunger, they long for friendship, they crave understanding, they yearn for warmth. May we, in our common need and striving, gain strength from one another as we share our joys, lighten each other's burdens, and pray for the welfare of our community.
And let us all say, Amen. Thank you very, very much, Yasher Kochech. We invite you to go back down to your seats as we turn to page 26, Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
יעמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחיי כל יום אחד וחיי כל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב במהרו. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולם מעלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויבהר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמא במהרו.
Amen. We rise now for Baruch, our call to worship, page 28. As I invite forward Sarah Schweitz to lead us on page 30 with Ma'ariv Aravim.
Baruch ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בדברו מעריב ערבים בחוכמה פותח שערים ובתבונה משנה עתים ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו בורא יום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור הוא מעביר יום ומביא לילה הוא מבדיל ביום ובלילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבי.
Amen. Yasher koach. We continue God of Creation by Natalie Young on our Daf Tefillah with our choir.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokhma poteach she'arim of creation, who makes the evening fall, from light into darkness, with the setting of the sun. You unfold the heavens with brilliant moon and stars, and wrap our souls with peace.
I'd like to invite forward Cindy Grossberg, Amy Grayson, and Elise Ellinger as they lead us in the reading, standing on the shoulders.
I am standing on the shoulders of the ones who came before me. I am stronger for their courage. I am wiser for their words. I am lifted by their longing for a fair and brighter future. I am grateful for their vision, for their toiling on this earth. We are standing on the shoulders of the ones who came before us. They are saints and they are humans. They are angels and they are friends. We can see beyond the struggles and the troubles and the challenge when we know that by our efforts, things will be better in the end. They lift me higher than I could ever fly, carrying my burdens away. I imagined our world, if they hadn't tried, we wouldn't be here celebrating today.
I am standing on the shoulders of the ones who came before me. I am honored by their passion for our liberty. I will stand a little taller, I will work a little longer, and my shoulders will be there to hold the ones who follow me. They lift me higher than I could ever fly, carrying my burdens away. I imagine our world, if they hadn't tried, we wouldn't be so very blessed today.
I am standing on the shoulders of the ones who came before me. I am honored by their passion for our liberty. I will stand a little taller, I will work a little longer, and my shoulders will be there to hold the ones who follow me.
As we remain here and we take a moment, everybody, to take a breath, as we now move into Shema. We continue with Ve'ahavta on the same page where we were before. Love Adonai, your God.
Love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you for a son upon your head, that they may be a symbol between your eyes. Write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates. Teach them faithfully unto your children. Speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise, and when you rise.
We continue now with Lori Glaske, Patty Moulton, and Rayanne Reiner as you come forward to share with us a reading, Each Lifetime Is. I'd also like to invite forward Sharon Tanner, who will lead us in the next reading, The Beauty of Justices.
I know it's printed a certain way in your booklet, but I'm going to make a very slight change to make it grammatically correct. Each lifetime makes up the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. For some, there are more pieces. For others, the puzzle is more difficult to assemble. Some seem to be born with a nearly completed puzzle, and so it goes.
Souls going this way and that, trying to assemble the myriad parts, but know this, no one has within themselves all the pieces to their puzzle. Like before, when they used to seal jigsaw puzzles in cellophane ensuring that all the pieces were there.
Everyone carries with them at least one and probably many pieces to someone else's puzzle. Sometimes they know it, sometimes they don't. And when you present your piece, which is worthless to you, to another, whether you know it or not, whether they know it or not, you are a messenger from the Most High. Rabbi Lawrence Kushner.
We continue on the next page.
The beauty of justice is that it belongs to a world of order constructed out of universal rules through which each of us stand equally before the law. Hesed, by contrast, is intrinsically personal. We cannot care for the sick, bring comfort to the distressed, or welcome a visitor impersonally. If we do so, it merely shows that we have not understood what these activities are. Justice demands disengagement. Hesed is an act of engagement. Justice is best administered without emotion. Hesed exists only in virtue of emotion, empathy, and sympathy, feeling with and feeling for. We act with kindness because we know what it feels like to be in need of kindness. We comfort the mourners because we know what it is to mourn. Hesed requires do not detached rationality, but emotional intelligence.
As we continue with Miriam's song, I think we have a timbrel. We have a timbrel. Miriam's song can be found on the next page of your daf tefillah, and it can be found in your feet as well.
And the women dancing with their timbrels all over. Now she sang her song, sing a song to one who been exalted. Miriam and the women danced the whole night long. And
will come right back. I should have danced you up here. Still dancing. There we go. As we turn again in our daf tefillah to our next page, the moment we begin to fear.
Phew. On living your truth. The moment we begin to fear the opinions of others and hesitate to tell the truth that is in us, and from motives of policy are silent when we should speak, the divine floods of light and life no longer flow into our souls. Every truth we see is ours to give the world, not to keep for ourselves alone. For in doing so, we cheat humanity out of their rights and check our own development. At my age, in this hierarchical time, people often ask me if I'm passing the torch. I explain that I'm keeping my torch, thank you very much, and I'm using it to light the torches of others, because only if each of us has a torch will there be enough light.
And with that light of joy, we continue Yismechu, page 44. Turn to page 46 for our Amidah.
Adonai Tzlata, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Konei HaKol, וזוכר חסי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מלך אברהם ועזרת שרם. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מפקר חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא פועלים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלם. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
So I'd like to invite forward now Denise Silberman and Susan Scheffler and Liz Cohen to please come forward for our next readings, all found in our Daf Tefillah.
Giving is the highest expression of potency. In the very act of giving, I experience my strength, my wealth, my power. This experience of heightened vitality and potency fills me with joy. I experience myself as overflowing, spending, alive, hence as joyous. Giving is more joyous than receiving, not because it is a deprivation, but because in the act of giving lies the expression of my aliveness.
That sometimes human beings have to just sit in one place and hurt.
that you will become way less concerned with what other people think of you when you realize how seldom they do, that there is such a thing as raw, unalloyed, agendaless kindness, that it is possible to fall asleep during an anxiety attack, that concentrating on anything is very hard work.
Well, Shabbat Shalom. I didn't get the chance to say that to everybody, so I'm saying it now. Not for ourselves alone is a very, very powerful statement. In our little community, cities near to ours, and actually the world at large, are in a crisis of heart. Somewhere along the line in the years past, we've misplaced the compass that sends us in the direction of true north. Those in the direst need, the hungry children that dot our globe from deepest Africa to any city, town, or hamlet in our own midst, cannot be ignored. Thankfully, in this country, there are food banks to help, but they are swamped by need. Additionally, they are hard to man by volunteers alone, and more than once a year, most food banks run low on food. In holiday times, they are most abundant, but come, let's say, the months of May or June or October, they become dangerously low on food. We need to make sure this doesn't happen. I recently went to an event in December that collected pasta and sauce so a restaurateur here in Orange County could continue feeding the many, many hungry children that came to his door for a meal once a day. It was very moving and also shocking to me. It opened my eyes to realize the problem is right at my door. What can we do? The problem seems to be endemic in our societies. How can we feed thousands of hungry children by ourselves alone? The simple answer is we can't, not alone. But in actuality, we might be able to make a dent by pooling together our time and effort and resources together. I don't have the answers, but I do know that many hands make light work. Page turn. I guess this is a call to arms for the children, the next generation that will come after most of our own children's are our own age. The youngest member of our world needs to feed their bodies and brains. We should help them now and insist that our children assist as well. Perhaps we can repair our own compasses. Maybe inch by inch, society's compasses will begin to right as well. A child who has had assistance from adults in one way or another will pay it forward when they see the need. We need to be not only for ourselves alone, but for our struggling and underfed children.
So we continue with a special duet with Judy Weisberg-Ortiz and Alyssa Ackerman-Acklin.
בצל ידך, לדעת, לדעת, כל רזותיך. כי אליך, כי אליך, כי אליך, נפשי תערוך. כי אליך, ליבי אל דודיך, עומד ליבי, עומד ליבי. על כן אדבר בך ניבטות, ושמך אכבד בשירי ידידות. כי אליך, כי אליך, כי אליך נפשי תערוג. כי אליך, כי אליך, כי אליך נפשי
As we continue with Michelle Singleton, with our next reading on the same page, She, My Mother.
She, my mother, was the force around our world till that turned. My mother was propelled through the universe by the brute force of reason. She was the judge in all our arguments. One disapproving word from her was enough to send us off to hide in a corner, where we would cry and fantasize our own martyrdom. And yet, one kiss would restore us to Princeton. Without her, our lives would dissolve into chaos.
Return to page 253 in our prayer books for Misha Berach, an opportunity for us to offer blessings for all of those who are in need of healing of mind and of body and of spirit. One of our mensches, Bernie Horowitz, is not with us tonight, and I know that he wishes that he was. Unfortunately, he fell, and I spoke with him. He sounds very, very good, very positive. I said, does it hurt? He says, only when I move. So we encourage him not to move too much, but to definitely heal. But he does send his love to everyone. But we think about all of those amongst us, our friends, our family, those within our community who we don't even know. And we ask God to please give them healing of body and spirit. Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. Hu yivarech et hacholim. I invite you as I face in your direction, if you would like to share names of those who are in need of healing, please do so. Understand that there are people who may be behind you, so if voices overlap, that is okay as well. Shelley Friedman.
Diane Sprader, Connie Stone, Naomi Takahashi. Sarah Statham. Jeff Morrow, John Long, Shirley Towers, Cheryl Stokes, Anita Oscar, Patrice Keyhawk, Jim Joy, Alvarosky Green, Pam Stetner Ross,
Marie Reinwald, Lisa Reinwald.
Nelson Goldberg, Emily Greenspan, Doris Bachman, Stacy's mom,
Susan Jasper,
Sharon Tanner, Doris Bachman, Jada Robitaille.
My mother.
Friedman.
O eternal God, be filled with compassion for all of their health to be restored, their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send all of them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. As we continue in silent meditation, I invite you to either listen to the prayers that are within your own heart, or there are a number of inspirational readings as well in our Daf Tefillah. And we take these moments for ourselves.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, יעשה שלום עלינו, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל, ועל כל, ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל, ועל כל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, והימרו אמן, והימרו amen. We ask for peace on earth, and we say amen. Vehimeru amen,
not for ourselves alone. Truly beautiful words and true words that we build and have the foundation of our service this evening. And Hillel said, if I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? The readings that have been woven into this service, the sentiments expressed by all of our women remind us of how important it is to always remember not for ourselves alone. No one person can fix the world or do everything and accomplish everything by themselves. No. It takes a bond. It takes working together. It takes standing there on the shoulders of those who came before us, those who have inspired us, our teachers, but also to be students as well. Not for ourselves alone, but rather together, as a people, as a community, tonight as sisterhood, as people who come together and share in a mission of bringing inspiration and bringing joy and teaching and learning together. And it began, yes, with one woman's idea to say, how do I bring all of these women together? How do we make our voices stronger together? One became two, and two became four, and four became 8. And yes, I can do a little bit of math. But it is our past presidents. Each of you, our past presidents, have inspired women to stand together, women to speak out, women to find their voice. And at times when we were afraid to use our voice, to join together and no, not for ourselves alone. Our past presidents of our sisterhood, of our Women of Reformed Judaism here at Temple Beth Sholom, thank you. Thank you for never allowing us to be alone. Thank you for being not only students, but teachers. Thank you for the hours upon hours that you have given to not only our congregation, but to our community. Nancy, don't be scared by it. You have great women who have also forged that path. Be inspired by it. Brenda, today, you as our current president, you guide us with light and with joy, and you inspire us with such creative flow. So I invite now our past presidents, who each of you have said, not for ourselves alone, but together. I ask you to please come and join us here for the next part of our service.
Mothers feel, mothers know too well what's real, mama, mama, and these are the things our mothers teach
are women who have bonded together in the spirit of friendship, love, and a common cause.
We are women who, for whatever reason, be it that we were born Jewish or we became Jews by choice, have chosen to lead a Jewish life.
We are women seeking our own way, searching for our own special niche in the realm of things.
We are women
Who know that together
who, together,
we can accomplish
we can accomplish
more than we could do alone.
more than we can do alone.
We are women who are filled with dedication, devotion, determination, and hope.
We are women who are daughters, sisters, mothers, and grandmothers, the products of our ancestors' teachings, they who were dreamers, the planners, the believers.
We are women who know that we can make a difference by our actions.
We are women who are the protectors of the past, the caretakers of the present, and the promise of the future.
We are Jewish women, sisterhood women. We are the women of Reform Judaism. The future, in great part, lies in our hands.
Oh, thank you. Mazel tov. It is my honor to have Michelle Sugarman join us and to share some things that are going on at Temple Beth Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. You received a bulletin when you came in, so I don't want to repeat everything that's on here. I did want to call your attention to the February Shabbaton with Rabbi Donnell and Wendy Bukarski. The subject is Providence, Power, and Perspective, How Judaism Views Leaders and Leadership. There is going to be a book review with Sonny and Rabbi Donnell on the 21st, that's Thursday, called Waking Lions. It's available on Kindle, in paperback, and hardback, and you can get it on Amazon. There's also going to be a reservations only extra that's going to be done with Hollis O'Brien from Panache and Wendy Bukarski. And you can find all that information in your, if you look online. I want to congratulate the Fidel family. It's nice to see many of you here tonight. Mazel tov to you. Leah, you're going to do a terrific job. You will make your family proud. I also wanted to call your attention to something that's not in the program. The 21st Annual Man of the Year dinner for the men of Reform Judaism West. I have the privilege of knowing the most recent Man of the Year, my husband Arnold, and he is going to give an award this year to Bernie Horowitz, our incoming Man of the Year. It's Saturday, March 2nd at Temple Beth Hillel and Valley Village, which is in the Valley. And you can, Steve Sherman is here, and you can see him during the Oneg if you want more information. Again, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. I'd like to invite forward Angela Holmes to come and to join me on the bima as we turn now for our concluding blessings as we move to Aleinu L'Shabbat, which you can find on page 282, and I invite you to please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת תודה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו גדולי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
As we remain standing, and we now will hear a special reading led by Angela, and then we remember those who are no longer with us.
These are the words of Barbara Kingsolver, and I wish I knew when she wrote this, because it's so relevant today. Wars and elections are both too big and too small to matter in the long run. The daily work that goes on, it adds up. It goes into the ground, into the crops, into children's bellies and their bright eyes. Good things don't get lost. The very least you can do in your life is to figure out what you hope for. And the most you can do is live inside that hope. Not admire it from a distance, but live right in it, under its roof. What I want is so simple. I almost can't say it. Elementary kindness. Enough to eat, enough to go around. The possibility that kids might one day grow up to be neither the destroyer nor the destroyed. That's about it. Right now I'm living in that hope, running down its hallway and touching the walls on both sides.
We remember all of those who have taught us about hope, who have inspired us to always have hope, to inspire us and remind us that there is no task too great or too small for us to accomplish. We remember all of those whose yard sites we recall on this Shabbat and during this coming week. Kate Aqua, Serena J. Baruch, Samuel Berman, Victoria Blum, Herbert Brown, Jeanette Seibel, Fanny K. DeFoigelman, Dorian Fishman, Leonard Friedland, Edward Goodman, Daniel Groner, Diane Horwitz, Gladys Kahn, Frances Ruth Karen, Marion Cohn, Rose Levy, Arthur Lewin, Irving Maisie, David Moulton, Robert E. Newman, May Robbins, Stella Rosenfeld, Betty Saltzman, Julia Saslow, Jack Savila, Lillian Schurman, Francis Wagner, and Stanley J. Weinstein. If there is anyone here who's in the period of mourning of Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, or is observing a yard site of a loved one whose name I have not called, I invite you as I face in your direction to please share their names with us.
Mark Francis.
for all of them, for all those who have given their lives al Kiddush Hashem, for the sanctification of God's holy name. For all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we take them into our hearts with our own. So we turn to page 294, Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrat chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'kol Beit Yisrael, b'agalau v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'elam olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amira mi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlam Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'akol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say together, Amen. Leah, we have one more blessing to join together with this evening. And I thought, come on over here, I thought it'd be nice, let's go ahead and bring together your dad Justin and your grandpa Barry. Here we go. So the three of us, we lost Benjamin. Here we go. You ready, guys? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'nei avot. There we go. Pull. Go for it. Take a big one. It's okay. There you go. Barry's going for the middle. That will work. Excellent. Hang on. Thank you very much. Hey, Ava, you got this, kiddo. Because our blessings come not only from our hands, but also from God on high. There you go. As we get to join together with our closing song, Cantor.
We end with what I think is one of the coolest new songs you'll find at the last page of your packet. This is called Stand Up by a singer and songwriter out of Seattle named Chava Morel. 1, 2, 3, 4. We stand on the earth, so we better stand for her together. We stand on the earth, so we better stand for her together. Stand up for our mother, stand up for each other. Stand up for our mother, stand up for each other. We were put in this paradise, it's our job to guard her life. We were put in this paradise, it's our job to guard her life. Stand up for our mother, stand up for each other. Stand up for our mother, stand up for each other. Oh, 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 oh,
Sisterhood. May we always stand up and remember that our voices are never just one voice, but our voices are many together. And boy, when they come together, we can shout out for justice, shout out for peace, shout out for freedom, but most important of all, shout out for community and love. That's what this is evening is about. That's what Shabbat is about. That's what life is about. So let us stand up. Let us stand up for the most important blessing of all, that is a blessing of love and shalom. And let us say, Amen.